Welcome back. It's that awkward period between Christmas and New Year where you've eaten too much, you just don't know what to do with yourself. So I've given myself 48 hours. I've booked overnight accommodation in Holyhead. Fished a couple of spots on the way over, fished a couple of spots on the way back. That's the plan. As with all good plans, the weather has gone from good to medium to, well, this. I've already booked the accommodation, so I'm going to stick with it and see how we go. Start the clock. Oh, now then. Decisions, which one are you choosing? I think we all know I'm a KFC man. Whilst I am KFC all day, because even when I do go to McDonald's, I only eat the chicken. But one thing I will say is McDonald's do get the staff to clear up. KFC around here is an absolute tip. And it's no wonder why you've got dogs flying around on the roof of my bastard van. They're here for free meal because, well, there's just crap everywhere. Come on, KFC, sort it out. KFC have got a new line out as well. Squid Zinger. Basically, it's like a Zinger burger, but it's got essence of squid. I'm sure there's a bit of lug thrown in there as well. Welcome to venue number 3, Holyhead Harbour. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it is absolutely blowing a gale. It's 40, gusting up to 45 mile an hour winds, so it's not pleasant. So I've managed to get the van turn round, back round, so hopefully I can fish straight out, sit in the back of the van, and hopefully get you guys sheltered from the majority of the noise. There used to be quite a few spots around the harbour where you used to be able to park up and fish from the car. I know the breakwater's all shut off now, but this one's still open for the time being. Don't message me asking where it is, because I'm not having people flooding here, and then I'll get as many people asking me in the comments where it is as people kicking off at me for disclosing a mark that's not yet been closed down to people fishing it. So as harsh as that sounds, that's the truth. So tonight's setup, I've got my Achios Fury 420 FX. Pen spin fisher 5500 long cast. You all know the rods in the setup. It's £40 braid through to £80, £70 I think, shock leader. And then on the end of there I've just got a 7-ounce lead and a pulley pedal rig with a whole squid on. Look at this, that I found. Now I can't remember the last time I went to Anglesey Bait Centre, so I can only assume this must be from when I used to fish here as a kid. Which means this rig is probably about 15 years old, if not more. And I've got some mackerel from the pet food shop. Yes, you heard me, from the pet food shop. And this is my second setup. I've got my Pen Spin Fisher 7500 long cast on my Any Fish Anywhere GBFS Pro, fishing £80 braid all the way through. On here I've got straight 12-ounce lead. Clipped on there, just got that wire trace, and then clipped onto that lead, all I've got is this little breakaway, this little splashdown weight swivel. It should just lie out there. And just like that, we're all set up. If you can see both rods there, I am camped quite nicely in the back of the van, sheltered away, because it is blowing an absolute gale. But tucked in here, it's quite comfy. Quite cosy. I might put the rod tip lights on just so you can see anything happening, but to be honest, bite detection tonight is going to be nigh on impossible, so it's just a case of hoping it swallows it. I noticed a fundamental flaw in that conger trace that I put together earlier, and I know you're all screaming at me. So here's one that I've knocked up quickly in the back of the van, just to make a bit of a change. So what we've got now is, attached to the main line, I've got that weight stroke bait clip. And then on there I've got some £70 shock leader down to a Trident swivel, which has got my weight link on it as well. And then what I'm going to do is essentially a bit of an up and over rig. That's going to come over there like that, and then feed back down, clip down into there, just like that. For those of you who didn't notice what was wrong with the earlier one, so when I had the hook just clipped onto there, it came off mid-cast, and you could see the wire trace just sort of flailing around. Now braid, when you put braid under tension, it's really brittle, so slightest rub or abrasion will snap through it. So obviously if that wire trace had gone round with braid, then a conger had got hold and had put pressure on to try and bring it in, it would have just snapped. So now it holds everything nice and neatly in place. It's got a 70-pound shock leader as a main line, and it keeps everything nice and neat. And the bait that I've put on there is just 1/2 of these herring that, again, bought from the pet shop. Bites are starting to come now, guys. It's just gone low water. Hopefully I can turn one of those bites into a fish for you. Been fishing now for what, 2.5 hours. So like I say, it's fairly comfortable in the back of the van. As long as you don't get out too much, it's alright. But I keep checking these baits, and if they're not struck clean, they're just wrapped up around the soles. So like I say, I've refashioned now that conger bait, that conger rig. Hopefully that's going to produce the goods. That's what I'm after tonight. That's my main target. But to be honest, the way this session's going, this could be the first blank of the trip. So I'll take a white in, I'll take a dogfish even. Surely there's got to be a dogfish in here somewhere. Well, I did say I wasn't going to give away the location where I'm fishing today, but if you're local, you'll probably know it as the local stoner spot, weed spot, smoker's corner, whatever you want to call it. Well, as windy as it is outside, there must be a little bit of a back current, because the next ones that pull up in here, and I tell them not to bother lighting up, just come and sit in van for 5 minutes. So if by the end of this video, my eyes are all pink and slur my words more than usual, it's probably because I'm stoned out of my mind. But I mean, it's made fishing more enjoyable. I can see why people do it. If you can hear the wind, if I stand up out the van, you probably can. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see anything from that angle, but it is what it is. Time to bait swap. Put some distance on this. It's clean. Look at that, not a sausage left. Oh, I'm right tangled up as well. Oh my god. What the hell? Now, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd say that Neil's had hold of that at some point. Because that, may as well cut that off. That's insane. I don't know if you can see that or not, but save one, and there it is. Save the blank once again. There we have it then. The blank saver. Stop the clock. Well, that's the end of another session. I don't mind the wind, but this side absolutely smashing it down with rain as well, so give up. That has got to be the hardest fishing, or the most effort I've put into fishing in a long time for the smallest whiting. Sometimes when you blank, you just think, didn't really do much, but honestly I've put it all in tonight. That was an effort. So now I'm here at my £20 digs for the night. Kick out's at 10 o'clock in the morning. High tide tomorrow afternoon's 2 o'clock. So I've looked at the weather forecast. The wind's dropping down to a nice and calm 32 miles an hour tomorrow. But one of the joys of Anglesey is it doesn't really matter what the weather is. There should be somewhere to fish. I'll caveat that with should. So yeah, I'm going to have a nice chilled out morning. I'm not going to race to get up for low tide in the morning. I'm going to chill out, try and find some fresh bait, and go and check out a few spots over on the north side of the island. So I'm going to leave this video the way I started it. Eating. Oh, I haven't seen this yet, so it could be a disaster. Oh, she looks good. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Till next time, take care, Thailand.